Hello, Stampers. I'm sending you greetings from Halifax, Nova Scotia, and I'm so happy to be invited and have the chance to be a presenter at Celine's retreat. So here we go. I thought I would bring you a fun card using the Hey Birthday Chick stamp set with the coordinating dies. So these are the Birthday Chick dies. And I'm also using the Brick and Mortar 3D, which I believe is carrying over. And so let's go and start. I will have all measurements posted and as well as a tutorial. So you will see all this after, but I will, as we go along, I will tell you the measurements as well. Okay, so this is the card we make, and so here are all the bits and pieces. To start with, I have a Misty Moonlight 11 by 4 1/4. Let's fold it in half. So that makes our card base. And then I used, this is the Flowers for Every Season DSP. And I just use it because it does coordinate with this one, coordinates with my cardstock, with my card base. I hope you have some of it, or use whatever you have, you know. That's the thing. You don't have to make it exactly the way I do, but with the measurements, you can use up what you have, and that's all we need to worry about. So this is the base card. We're going to set that aside, and I already pre-embossed a piece of basic white that's 2 1/4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to create the brick wall a bit using a little bit of cinnamon cider ink and my blender brush. And oh dear, do I ever wish I had ordered more of these brushes now that they're all on back order. But I guess they will all come back. So I'm just gonna go and make it random, a little more, a little less. It needs to look more like a wall, you know. Nothing on a wall is ever straight or even. So this is supposed to be a brick wall, and that's it. So that's all I'm going to do with that. And now let's set this aside. We can take that out. So now we have this piece that will go on the inside, and that will this is also Misty Moonlight, and it's 2 1/2 by 9 3/4, and it's scored at 5 3/8, and then again it's 7. So these are the score lines. So I'm gonna just burnish it. So if you want to make your inside wider or narrower, go ahead and do that. You can also make it this piece a little shorter. It all, whatever works for you. And I just want to show you what I did here. So I butt the white layer right up to the score line, so you have your little frame around. And let's put some glue on here. So my go-to glue is the green glue, the Tombow multi-purpose liquid glue. I just like it because I like to have the option to move things around a bit and not create a spill up at the top there. So that's what I do. Here we go. And this will then be going right on the front of your card. So you see, that is what's happening. So you want this piece at the bottom, right at the bottom. So you're gonna have this at the top. It's gonna line up like that. So I'm gonna glue that right on. Then we have the skeleton of our card ready, and then we can just do some stamping and die cutting. Okay, so my piece needs to go right here at the bottom, and I want to make sure. Okay, this is good. Oh, I'm so glad somebody invented grid paper. Isn't that a good idea to have grid paper? So that's it, and we can set this aside for now, sorry. And then we're gonna do some stamping, and then we're gonna do some die cutting. So I have, so you see this is little scrap piece that had bent. So I got a shipment of basic white that was all bent in the corner. Rather than asking Stampin' Up to send me a new one, I just use it for whatever smaller projects I need. I'm gonna take that chick and I'm gonna stamp it right on here. So we're gonna do this. So while we are at it, I didn't show you the inside. So this is the inside. So I'm gonna stamp the inside as well. We might as well go do all the stamping now. So we need the Let's Celebrate You. And obviously you can use whatever you want. This piece is the Poppy Parade is the 4 by 5 1/4, and this is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. I just wanted just a small border around. Obviously, you can do whatever you like and can make it wider. Do a 3 3/4 by 5 if that's what you prefer. So that's this. And now we have another chick here. The good thing about this is the birthday chick bundle is available right now. You can order it, and it's a bundle. So go for it, get it while you can get it at 10% off. That's always something I like, and what I go for. I like my bundles. I like to save money. Who doesn't like to save money? All right. So we might as well start with this funny guy here. I have all kinds of colors here, and for the hair, and I've seen that a few times now that people give this chick funky hair, and so I'm just using the Bermuda Bay, and I'm not doing much blending. I'm just basically just coloring the hair, the feathers of this chick. That's all I do. I just give him a blue head. All right. And while I'm doing this, it's funny that my resident pheasant has been visiting me every day this past week, and he's making a lot of noise out in my backyard. It's a beautiful bird. He's huge. He's quite the guy, and he likes to be heard. He likes to be heard. Okay. So for the feet and for the cup, I use the dark Mango Melody. You could also use pumpkin pie, any orange or give them whatever blue feet if you want. So that's that. And oh yeah, and the flame needs to be like that too. Then the candle is red, and I used that's rich raspberry, the light rich raspberry, and I'm just gonna do the icing, make it raspberry icing. And you wonder why I think of that, because I bought at Costco. They have the best raspberry. They have the best raspberry muffins there. I really like them. And the last ones I had, it was like a cupcake, and it had icing that looked exactly like this. So now for the chicken body, I'm just, all I do is I give it a light wash of light crumb cake, a very light wash. So first I do the light crumb cake, and then I work on the shading with my dark crumb cake. And I always use the bullet end of my stamping blends. I've been watching lots of videos from with Celine, and she is the blending queen. I hope I can do her justice today and in future. Anyway, I hope you enjoy my brown chick. I love brown chicks. They don't show the dirt as much as the white chicks. We used to have chicks in the neighborhood, and I used to carry them around. So this goes. So again, this is 3 7/8 and 5 1/8, and that goes on the inside layer 1, and the layer 1 is a 4 by 5 1/4 of Poppy Parade. And it just, you see that I like the small white the small red frame around it. So let's do this as well. So I hope everybody had a peaceful and nice Easter weekend. In Nova Scotia, we had an ice storm that caused a big power outage in part of our province. We were not affected by it. We were just affected by the wind, so we did not want to go outside and get all blown away. So here we go. All right, so the little chick is hatching from a little brown egg. Again, crumb cake Stampin' Blends. Then I'm using the light mango melody for his feathers and for his legs. I'm taking the dark mango melody for the chicks, the big chick's leg and the peaks, and then the red is for the hat. And for the, I don't know, we call it the comb in German. I don't know what this is called, the thing on top of the chick's head. The balloon, as you can see, I should have probably used the light Poppy Parade and then blend the dark. Well, I didn't, so I'm going back to the dark, work it over again, and then I'm gonna turn to my color lifter to just put a little bit of highlight in there. And that's good. That's all there is. for the feathers of my chick, I again use both of the crumb cake blends. The stamp set is designed in a way that you don't have to do much blending. It's already done. The dark areas are already done. I just go over them with my pens, and in the end, it's gonna be a beautiful mama chick for the little baby that's below. Stuff like that, I call it my blending therapy. It's I find it very relaxing and soothing to work on my blending skills and well, improve my skills, and hope I can match some of the talented people that are on this group. And here we go, almost done. Just the last few strokes. And maybe do a little bit more on the body, on the egg there. Add some shading. And we're good. Now I need to die cut the happy birthday, and I know the your event is all about Stampin' Essentials, and I think there's one thing that's been overlooked in our catalog, and these are the adhesive sheets. I consider them an absolute essential in my stamp room, especially for anything that's delicate. So the only thing is I have a leftover piece here. So you see, so this is the backing. You take the backing off, and then you stick it right on your piece of cardstock. And these sheets, so these are adhesive sheets. There's 12 sheets, and I think they are 6 by 12. And they have, you see the backing has it's not one big piece, so it comes apart. So it's easier to tear it off or to pull it off. And so I really like using adhesive sheets. Now this is, so I can actually get 2 out of this, you see, so all you do, so we wanna die cut the happy birthday. I already did the 2 pieces of the fence post. So that's the fence post, and what I do, so it's meant to be connected, okay, so you can, and then you just cut off whatever you don't need. So I already cut that out of crumb cake, and then we're gonna use the dies to cut the chick and the flying chick, okay. And I'm bringing in my mini stamp and emboss machine. It's really handy. And I am going to lay down the happy birthday die with the adhesive backing and run it right through. I could have probably done it back and forth, might have cut it a little better. But now I'm on to my next. I'm gonna cut the flying chick, the flying chicken and the baby chick. I want to make sure it's all lined up. Here's a flying chick and the little chick, and there's the happy birthday. And when you take it out, so I use my pick tool and make sure that I get all these things off. And it comes off, and in the end, when you take it all apart, okay, all good. And now we can build our little fence and set the chick on there. So what I did for the fence, on this one I used a marker, a blend, but I think for this one I'm gonna use the green, but I'm gonna use a dauber. So I'm daubing. I'm using the dauber with old olive just to create a little bit of grass, perceived grass at the bottom or behind the fence. And now we can put the fence on. So for the fence, I want to put the chick so it comes around like this. I want him to sit on the fence. Yay! Now we're just gonna add the adhesive in the back. Put it down. We're good. And then we'll continue the fence, and then I'll just cut off what I don't need. Actually, I can do that before. So we only need the 3 pieces. So we have some fence left over. Anybody needs a fence? I'm adding my liquid glue to the last piece of fence. And then we can put the tag to the layer of Misty Moonlight, 3 1/4 by 2 1/4. And the next step will be adding the happy birthday. So now this is what I use. I use my Pick Me Up tool, the pointy end, and to get the adhesive backing off. It just comes off. And then you just turn it around and figure out where you want it. I want it right here. And that's so easy. And this goes on here. Okay, that's what the next step is. So what I noticed here is if this piece is hanging over, then you have to make sure that you cut it off. So I will attach my sentiment tag. I will attach it and line it up with the bottom of the card, and then I can cut that off. Okay. So lining it up with the bottom of the card and just cutting it off. That's what I do. Perfect. And then that overhang, you can trim it off. Now, you could make this just shorter, then you wouldn't have that issue. You just have to make sure that the little tag is on there, level with the bottom of the card, like this. So we are almost done. I've kept you long enough. I'm now going to add lots of dimensionals to the back of my flying chicken and attach it. So you can place it wherever you like. I want it here. And that's the card. We're done. Happy birthday. Let's celebrate you. Thank you all for watching. I'm glad I could make it, and I hope you enjoyed the card. Thank you.